Azumini community in Okwa East LGA in Abia State has a natural blue river. The traditional name of the river is Nnenebu, though it was later anglicized by the whites and non-indigenous as Azumini River. The Azumini Blue River is traditionally called Nnenebu, meaning grandma in English. Nnenebu is the name of the goddess that owns the wonderful Azumini Blue River. According to Azumini people, Nnenebu is peaceful and accommodating. People catch fishes in Nnenebu for feeding. People do sell sands and gravels too. Nnenebu is the only blue river in Africa. The river flows from Aba and runs through the Atlantic Ocean. However, once it gets to Azumini, it turns blue. The river is as old as life. The river abhors evil. Once you have an evil intent, the river drowns you. No indigenous of Azumini can ever be drawn in water anywhere in the world.
Azumini Blue River. As you can see, this river is only 25 nautical miles per Atlantic Ocean, and I think the Igbo people need to tap the potential in this river. This river must be dredged, and I think the humiliation the Igbo people are facing in Lagos because of the lack of functional seaports in Igbo territory. What we are saying today and what
there are lots of facts to buttress the above. The much said mighty Azumini River has been a source of pebbles, stones, ash for glass industries, and to utmost chagrin, the famous fishery pond of the then Imo State was not only sourced there, but incubated therein. Put differently, the Azumini River produced fish for the then entire Imo State through the Imo State fishery. During the days of yore, when slave trade was the common denominator, it was through this Azumini route that the famous Jaja of Opobo went through for slave trade.
Azumini River is just 25 nautical miles to the Atlantic Ocean.
Mam River. The story of the origin of Mam is grounded in mystery, as the goddess was said to have been linked to a man called Michael. As a result, the name of the town was said to have been derived from the deity. In those days, the story continues that we are intertribal wars, and the people of Mak took refuge in the deity, and indeed, no community dared the power of Mam, the goddess. During the Civil War, soldiers on the Nigerian side were victims of circumstance, as many of them were said to have died after eating fishes caught from the river. Mactown is located atop a hill, even as it was surrounded by hills, perhaps because of its proximity to Ogu, which Biafra used as training ground for their soldiers during the Civil War. The federal troops then turned the town to a war zone and occupied the area for a greater part of the crisis. One striking feature of Mamu is that people do not go to the river to fish, as it is a taboo to do so. In Imo River, there is a species of snake that is forbidden by the people, and no one dares to kill or eat it. This species of snake, dotted in green color, is said to personify the Mamu deity. They told one that the snakes are called Noche, meaning grandmother. They are believed to be in feminine form with the structure of an old woman. It was also gathered that the snakes in the river are harmless to the indigenous, just as a mother in real life does no harm to her child. Further checks reveal that when such snakes die, they are given a befitting burial with all rights accorded to a human being, as the chief of the deity is invited to perform such burials. The significance of the death of such snakes indicates a bad omen for the people, as it means that danger looms in the area. When this occurs, an oracle is consulted and sacrifices are made to appease the gods of the land. The danger ahead could be averted. The Mamu deity also prescribes justice, as those perceived injured or shortchanged in one way or the other seek justice from the goddess. There is a tree standing in front of the shrine of the deity, which leaf people of the area called Nkpakwukwo. Mamu, the leaf of the magic tree, is often hung on vehicles by those who believe in the deity as a way of protecting their property. They believe that if their vehicle is stolen, it would be returned to its owner. Oshimiri Ogbaru, Oshimiri Ogbaru, Orimiri Ogbaru, Osimiri Ogbaru, River Niger. The Igbo native name given to the river and also the goddess which owns the river. The people of Ogbaru and its environs has been from time immemorial worshipping, fishing and traveling through the Oshimiri River, which sprouted from the Futajalon mountain in Guinea, West Africa, even before the birth of Mungo Park, which was said to be the discoverer of the river. As is usual to feminine water spirits, she is a fertility goddess. Ezu no Amanbala, the confluence of the Anambra and Niger rivers, is the site where Eri's band, the primogenitor of the Umueri and Umuri Igbo subgroup, migrated from the north to and settled.
You see my boys at Obalu. That was a very never take it.
Urash Omeribo, the ancient river god. Urash is the name of the god that owns Urash River. Urash River takes off as a stream from the rocks at the base of waterfall, 183 meters above mean sea level, in the Urash enclave of Ezama in Dikena Fire, Imo State. The entrance to the waterfall was around the corner from Ezama, the water god's altar. It was a narrow, unassuming pathway cut into the thicket of the forest. From the pathway, one could hear the steady rush of water, growing louder as one drew near. A gentle mist hung in the air, a sweet combination of salty rainwater mixed with the smell of fresh wet earth. The pathway, which was less than a quarter of a mile long, soon gave way to a clear opening, and there suddenly the waterfall appeared, a breathtaking view like a huge strike of lightning on a bright summer day, described Nemobi.
Igbo ndewo asị na mmiri atala ma azụ anwụ na ya duru onye ihu mma duru onye azụ mma. After my meeting with Honese Youth Council stakeholders in Anambra. I say, let me come here. This is Osokwa, Urash River in Hinterland. And as you can see, this river is just only 18 nautical miles to Atlantic Ocean. It's the closest we have in Nigeria.
Flow. From the Canal 5, rice flows through several towns, including Uruala, Oboko, Umueshi, Ishekeneshe, Umuchima, Umuisiako, Ubele, Oboduku, Okeja, Osu, Ukpo, Ihiala, Uli, Uguta, Ozobolo, Abacheke, Oguikpele, Mmahu, Opuoma, Ogwuaniocha, Osemoto, Omoko, Obiakpo, Ebocha, Ukodu, Okake, Mbiama, and Epie. The river forms tributaries along its flow, from Imo through Anambra, rivers to Bayelsa, before emptying onto the Atlantic. It is split into two at Ebema. The larger portion right continue the flow through Eluku before splitting further into two and emptying its waters and sediments at Edikalama, Degema, and Abonema into the Gulf of Biafra.
Amanbala River, also Amanbala, also Amanbara, Anambra. Amanbara is the name of the river goddess who owns Amanbala River, which runs through northern Anambra state in Anam, Igboland, and then into the river Niger. Amanbala River is a river that shares tributary with the river Niger. The river goddess is worshipped by the Amanbala Umweri subgroup of Igbo people and the Gala people of Anambra and Kogi states. It is a major feeder of River Niger. It is also a major source of fishes.
Nwaanyị ụwa anyị ebe ọbụla ha nọ chi anyị na-eke anyị ha bịawanụ. Mmụọ niile anyị na-emere ihe na ndị na-emere anyị ihe ha bịawa. Na anyị abịarugo n'ụbọchị taa mụ na ụmụnne m. Ihe anyị chọrọ ebe a bụ ọganihu mmepe ụzọ zuru oke. Taa bụ December 9th. Taa bụ 9th. Taa bụ 9th day of December. Ka anyị bịara n'ama Amanbala River bụ ebe nna nna anyị ha. Nna nna anyị eri ha kpara ụkwụ ebe a wee chọọ ihe ọma ebe a ka a nọ wee gụọ ọfọ ala Igbo. Ọ bịa ebe a ka m bịara n'ụbọchị taa. Si ka abịa bịa kpọọ ndị ichie, kpọọ ndị mbụ, kpọọ ndị agede. Sabịa nọnyere anyị bịa mepere anyị ụzọ ihe ọbụla na-eme ka ike gaziere anyị. Na mmiri bụ ebe a na-achọta ihe ọma. Ihe ọbụla ruru unyi na mmiri ka a na.
This great river is visited by many people both from Nigeria and outside Nigeria because of its traditional value and for tourism purpose. There is a particular place known as Amanbala, a great confluence that keeps people wondering about the mystery of nature and creation.
Imo River. Imo is the name of the goddess that owns the Imo River, which runs between present-day Imo State, which is named after the river, and Abia State, and runs into the Atlantic between the section of River State and Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria. She is usually feminine and was associated with the Ibino Pabi oracle, or Long Juju of Arochukwu, one of the most powerful oracles in southeastern Nigeria during the Atlantic slave trade. And she is considered as his female counterpart. Imo is largely benevolent, wealth and fertility spirit. However, she can be malevolent when violated or provoked. In might, the Imo is a river that runs between the Ngwa people of Abia State and their relatives in Imo State, creating a permanent cutoff between them.
Amanwa River. Anu Ubenwa, who later changed her name to Amanwa Kurunwaya or Amanwa Kurunwaya, is the goddess that owns the Amanwa River. It is one of the most popular rivers in Igbo land. It is located in Uruala, a town in that North local government area of Imo State. It is a sacred river. It is termed sacred due to its ancient spiritual value and origin. Amanwa, unlike every other river of its type, is hospitable to strangers. It is located few meters away from Orashi River. However, it has tributary to Orashi River. This famous river goddess is worshipped by the people of Uruala and its environs. The river is visited yearly by not fewer than 6,000 people. It serves as a means of pleasure and entertainment to many people.
Talk your name, Mo.
My name is Chidimonoha from Imo State.
From which side of Imo State?
Remember Nondo Tocha. Choma. Remember no? Then I decided to catch a phone in Urala local government. Then I just decided to visit a river called Umumwa. A river called Amanwa in Urala. This river is so interesting for anybody that come back down east. I would just advise you to come here to catch up. Instead of going to swimming pool, there is many chemical there, but this is a natural river created by God for us to catch fun, meet people, cheerful. So I want to give a thanks to my wonderful friend called Naza. She did a great thing to me by taking me out to this great river.
History has it that the fishes in Amanwa or Amanwa River are not meant for consumption or to be killed. So therefore, on no conditions should anyone harm or try to kill those fish to avoid danger. Amanwa Kurunwaya, meaning, let everyone take what belongs to him. The Amanwa River shares tributary with Orashi River. Amanwa River has many outlets bearing different names in different locations, such as Mishi Stream, Yinta Stream, Imwezugo Stream. Unlike Orashi River, Amanwa River do not drown anyone, be it stranger or native. For the people of Uruala believed that the river herself is also a stranger who dwelt in their land. Visiting the river at night with torch or any other light of its kind is also out of bound. Amanwa herself is a goddess of wealth, but she abhors human blood.
Originally, Njawa
is a river in the Niger Delta Basin. It is a major tributary of Oguta Lake in Nigeria's southeast, Imo State, with 4.5 meters mean depth. The river has a total stream length of 78.2 kilometers, basin area of 145.63 square kilometers, and average specific discharge of about 1,700 meters per hour. Njaba River is along Owerri-Onitsha Expressway. Njaba is that stretch of water body which lashes through the belly of Amanbala town in the Old East local government area of Imo State. So we would also remember it as that river which allegedly defied all effort by Julius Berger to build a bridge across it until some sacrifices, human, some say, were made to pacify the river god. For travelers on the Olu-Owerri Road in Imo State, on the other hand, it is that river which formed the borderline between Umuaka and Okudo communities in Njaba local government area. While these descriptions are not totally wrong, the truth, however, is that Njaba is bigger than what people see or say. Njaba has its source in the Isu Njaba in the present-day Isu LG of Imo State. According to certain oral traditions, the name Isu Njaba is a mispronunciation of the original Isi Njaba, the source of Njaba, by the European colonial masters who came to the town in the early years of the 20th century. Another version of the traditions or origin of the people, however, says that Njaba is also the birthplace of Isunjaba people. According to this version, which gives the people autochthonous status, Chukwu Abiyama, the spring god, created the Njaba River, and out of the river emerged a man named Njawa. God then gave Njawa a wife named Lolo. The union of Njaba and Lolo produced a male child whom the couple called Isu. Hence, Isunjaba, the son of Njaba. Njaba River flows from a rock in Isunjaba to Amocha. From there moves straight through Oba village in Isunjaba, where it is called Iyoba. Stretches further through Ekwe until it bursts out at the borderline between Omaka and Okodo along Olu Owerri Road. Continues through tiny villages until it explodes again at Awamama along Onesha Owerri Road. There it crosses the road and flows endlessly through our community in Oguta LGA until it merges with Orashi River in Oguta to form one water body, which finally empties itself into the Niger River, from where it continues to other distances. It receives flood-carrying debts, feces and some non-biodegradables during heavy rainfall. Njaba River also acts as fishing grounds and above all provide domestic water for the local population. Njaba is also a deity. His totem is Eke Njaba, the sacred python. Eke Njaba is a welcome visitor in the home of every Isu man, and it is usually treated with warmest hospitality. Sometimes sacrifices are made to herald his visit. At other times, eggs and chicks are offered to eat because by so doing, it is believed that the supplicant is placing himself in a position to obtain favor from the deity. Tradition forbids everyone, indigenous and visitor alike, to raise a hand against it or to kill it. Anyone who violates the tradition willingly or accidentally must accord the snake a befitting burial, surpassing that of a titled man, to cleanse the land he has polluted. Alternative punishment is ostracism. Abuinge, Ebonyi, corrupted as Ebonyi, is a river goddess. Though little is known about this powerful river force worshipped by the people of Abakaliki and its environs. The river is situated in the center of Abakaliki, the capital of Ebonyi State.
Azumini River. Azumini is the name of the river god that owns Azumini River. This dangerous river runs through Imo State and particularly Orata Igbo communities, where the Mbari votive shrines are dedicated to his mother, Ala the Earth Mother, and where he plays a significant role. Azumini River is inhospitable to strangers and non-devotees. Nevertheless, thousands of tourists and visitors still flood the river every year. Azumini shares a tributary with Imo River. Azumini has a significant presence in Ihiagwa,
Nekede, and Obinze communities of Owerri West local government area of Imo State.
Imo River. Imo River is a river in Nigeria that passes through Owerri and drains into the Azumini River at Nekede. Nneworie is the goddess that owns the Sel River. The people of Owerri forbids the killing of sacred python, as the goddess and the Ala deity is believed to pass information through this medium or by appearing in form of this friendly snake.
Idemmili River. Idemmili is the name of the goddess that owns the Idemmili River. It runs through the local government area of the same name in Anambra State, Nigeria. Idemmili means the pillar of waters, referring to the spiritual force of the water spirit preventing rain clouds in the sky from falling. Like most water spirits, Idemmili is a fertility goddess. Eke royal pythons are also sacred to Idemmili and to communities that depend on her and are also known as Eke Idemmili. Idemmili's story also involves appearing to mortals as a maiden.
Oji River. Oji, as it means in Igbo, black or dark, is the name of the goddess which owns the Oji River. Oji River is dark in color. The river cuts across many communities in Enugu and Anambra states. It is one of the major feeders of River Niger. The river is mainly located in Ugwuoba, Inyi, and Achi in Oji River LG of Enugu State. It has tributaries with Imam and Ezu River.
Azumini River. Azumini, the ambivalent feminine spirit of Uguta Lake, of which she owns. She is paired with Orashi River, and she is also known as Obuide, meaning deep flood water, and her husband is Oketa. Azumini roughly translates from Igbo as the shining beauty of the waters. Azumini is beautiful and wealthy and happy and childless. She is a powerful river goddess and a powerful spirit among women in Uguta, and is considered as somewhat of a spirit of achievement among women. Successful women in Uguta especially were said to mostly be devotees of Azumini.
Ada River. Ada is the name of the powerful deity who owns the river bearing the same name. She is located in Igbo South Local Government Area of Enugu State. It is bounded to the north by Benue, to the east by Ezago and Udi, to the south by Kogi, and to the west by Anambra State. The river is a major tributary of River Niger. The river goddess always appears as a very old woman. Ada River, a landmark located in Ibagwaka, Igbo South LGA in Enugu State, have been preserved by the goddess for its cultural heritage value. History has it that the water from the river was used to build the prestigious University of Nigeria and Soka in 1960. It is also believed that the river disappeared a few years after the war. In 2019, after disappearing for over 4 decades, the river resurfaced to the amazement of the entire community. People from far and near have been visiting the location to behold the wondrous river. History do have it that the river dried up just a few years after the Biafran genocidal war. Ada River has a rich cultural history which can be harnessed for educational purposes. Oyi River. Oyi is the name of the god that owns the said river. It is also known and referred to as Omode Ikebinoke by Sube people and its environs. Oyi River, which has its source around Ogbunike town not too far from Onitsha, shares tributary with Amanbala River. The river god is revered and worshipped by the people of Amanbala Igbo subgroup and Oyi people of the LGA bearing the same name in Anambra State, Nigeria.
Ezu is the name of the river goddess,
which owns the river, bearing the same name. It forms a total mysterious confluence with Amanbala River, which lets the popular saying, Abanabo is in Amanbala. It has its source in Amansi Oka. The river cuts across many communities in Anambra and Enugu State, till it reaches at Aguleri, where it aligns with Amanbala River. It is also the major feeder of River Niger. It also has tributary with Oji River in Enugu State.
Nkisa, the river goddess of Nkese River, also referred as Opi, is the name of the powerful river goddess who owns the river bearing the same name. The river, which sprouted from a cave in Obunike, Oyi local government area of Anambra State, cut across many communities such as Umunya, Nteje, Umudioka, Umunnachi, Ogidi, Nkwele Ezinaka, Onitsha, etc. It shares a tributary with the river Niger.
Apart from these famous rivers, there are also a countless numbers of streams, rivers, springs, and lakes worshipped in Igbo land, such as Agora, Otakwe, Sobale, Ude, Iyoji, Iba, Oka, Agwazi, Obizi, Ekulu, Iyogugu, Nkotaku, Orammiri Ụkwa, Iyorukwu, Uchu, Ezokoro, Obubuoyi, Nwanokwara, Geniyagu, Abadaba, Iyele, Nniyi, Ọgbakụ, Iyeọma, Iyeọhụm, Aghọmmiri, Mkpume, Iyeọwa, Iyeedo, Ọkwa-ibe, Arịbọ, Nakwaeze, Mgbede, Ogidi, Nwangele, Iyieze, Akụ, Idima, Alaọma, Lọlọ, Iyeajị, Ọkpata, Udenwaokoro, Ọmanimo, Ọnụọgba, Nwangihe, and others. But we are going to talk about the mysterious Nameke Lake. This lake is situated in Umuagu Rural, precisely at the left-hand side of the Orashi River. The Nameke Lake is termed mysterious due to its chameleonic behavior of changing color at will, and the strange melodious sound of folklore music often heard in the lake, of which the players were certainly unseen. All these wonderful and uncommon characters made the lake a dreadful one. It is alleged that the lake is barely or can never be visited on a day. The victims face an unimaginable brutality of the angry and warring spirits. History has it that the Nameke Lake was a place where people who committed a certain taboos, like people who died on a day, which was a big taboo in Uruala. Dead pregnant women, twins, persons died from hernia, stomach tumor, pancreatitis and other stomach enlargement diseases, people who committed suicide, dead people who resort to disturb their relatives were often exhumed and thrown into the mysterious lake.
If you like what you saw, kindly help us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell for more updates. Share our posts.